The category crochet gauge or crochet tension is very important in crochet activity. Crochet gauge have a great influence on the size, look and the stiffness of finished crochet product. It is also determines the details proportion of finished product and an ability to hold its shape for a long time after washing. That's why it is necessary to understand crochet gauge meaning clear. I'm Irene Sare and let's find out. Following a pattern to the letter, using the same size hook and the exact same yarn the pattern recommends are not enough to get good finished product. There is one more important reason that determines the result. The name of this reason is crochet gauge or crochet tension in other words. Crochet gauge meaning is following. You use the yarn of specified fabric content and specified weight. You use a hook of specified size and specified material. You hold this yarn and hook in your unique, comfortable way while crochet according to the pattern. You grab the ball end of the yarn to the lip of the hook, make a new stitch and tighten the loop around the shank of the hook. During all these steps, your crochet hook creates a slight space between your yarn strands. This space, combined with yarn characteristics, your way of holding yarn and hook, your sitting position, your mood and the time of the day, determines the size of stitches and therefore determines your individual important characteristics that is named crochet gauge. Some of us crochet loosely, some tightly and some in between. Have you ever noticed what conditions have an influence on your crochet gauge? Please write me about it in the comment box under this video. Now let's talk about what does crochet gauge mean in quantitative categories. The crochet fabric consists of some number of rows. Every row consists of some number of stitches. Crochet gauge is the number of stitches and rows that is in a predetermined area of crochet fabric. The crochet fabric area can be measured in inches or centimeters. The most common measure in crochet gauge is the number of stitches and rows that is in crochet fabric 4 inches long and 4 inches wide, or 10 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. Yarn manufacturer gives a specific crochet gauge symbol on the yarn label. Look at this yarn example. Its manufacturer recommends to use an 8.0 mm hook according to the metric size range or L11 according to the US size range to obtain a gauge of 9 stitches and 10 rows in a fabric square of this particular yarn in size 4 inches by 4 inches or 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Crochet gauge takes place in the standard yarn weight system. This chart shows the most commonly used crochet gauge for specific yarn categories. This information can be useful in some situations. It is important to notice that such yarn manufacturer's information on label is general. Don't forget that crochet gauge is a unique characteristic of a particular crochet master. So, it is normal to use another hook size in order to get indicated number of stitches and rows. It is normal to get another number of stitches and rows using the indicated hook size. Don't worry about using the same yarn and hook the pattern or yarn label recommends. You have to worry about two things. First, your crochet gauge must be suitable for a particular project. For example, baskets and toys are not too floppy to hold their shapes. Clothes are not too stiff to wear comfortably. Second thing is you have to be satisfied with finished look of a project. It can be possible to realize these two things in the best way for you by the same yarn and hook the pattern or yarn label recommends. Also, you have a possibility to use another yarn and hook. It's your own decision according to your crochet gauge. Subscribe to my channel and have a nice time!